Our own ancestor about 3,000 years ago in the ancestral dialogue. There's a genius guy says, okay, why do we name each ancestor as the name of the meridians? As the name of the meridians. That's why the 14 meridians. 14 meridians, okay? For instance, the father represents the governing meridian. Mom represents conception meridian. And the father's father represents bladder meridian. Write it down, okay, if you want to. Father's father represents bladder meridian. Bladder, yeah. And the father's mom represents heart meridian. Mom's father represents the small intestine meridian.
Mom's father is
small intestine. And mom's mom, kidney meridian. Kidney. Yeah. Just think about that, okay? In the entire Chinese ecosystem, small intestine is about total presence of everything right now. Manage everything right now. It's all about being present, okay? There is the presence of time, the presence of information, the presence of interaction, the presence of food, the air, and everything. That's why some people get overwhelmed, just knocked out. They can't deal with the huge amount of presence, so just zoom it out. And equally speaking, the small intestine represents short-term memories and immediate digestions. That's why it's the fuse, beginning with the fuse. The moment the small intestine gives birth to a fuse like gasoline, goes through the heart. See? Heart, small intestine. The relationship between the heart meridian and the small intestine. But small intestine belongs to mom's father, and heart meridian belongs to father's mom. These two never get married. That's the problem in the Chinese. Okay, they never get married, but there's something in common in them. They call it fire element. It's the same thing. The kidney meridian is mom's mom, okay? And the bladder is father's father. They never get married, but they are a group. Because with the kidney, without final digestion or reabsorption, without the bladder, without water reservoir, the overall hydraulic process, the whole body is water. That's why the bladder meridian contains 6 to 7 pressure points, like small intestine, heart meridian, the rest together less than 40 meridian points. So what it does is that now they make impossible possible. Now I'm no longer going to look in 3 generations backward. Okay, this genetic code belongs to whom? Okay, this is small intestine. I don't care about your mom's father, but I knew something wrong with your small intestine. Why? Small intestine happens between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., something like that, pathological hours. So if anybody genius China's pathological clock, they are so smart. You say, I don't care how good you are, give me 120 minutes. I find something wrong with you. Like me, when I went to for the last 20 years going through holistic expos, 3 to 5 o'clock, I'm totally exhausted. Beyond it, I just, somebody unplugged the wire. Nothing happened. My bladder is weak. I get inherited weak bladder meridian from father's father because he never speak God because the middle of the sun, he never voice anything, he all pay all the sufferings. So in turn, my bladder is weak. In turn, my week's horror hour is 3 to 5 p.m. So look up all your exhausting clocks in your daily, that morning or evening. Then say, okay, whose ancestor is? And from that, you trace back all the way to the time you're entering the earth first. There's correspondence. The first time you enter the earth, there's a stargate open up. There's 12 gates, so the 12 meridians. That's the relationship, okay? So what it does now, once we have this location map happening, okay, suppose somebody's running my right hand. Why? You see? All the things going to happen. So the place located now is you can ask permission. Why they sit in that place? what's the blessing and what's the unfinished business. That's why we have the 3 groups of 5. So anybody has a foot problem or hands problem with the brains, something wrong with the brain. Because towards the end, hands and feet, go to the head. Let's do the second part, okay? We know who we are in a conception, boys, girls. That's why I didn't say specifically the 3 numerical codes, okay? Every time we first digit, it's between ourselves and the 4 of our grandparents. And the second number, normally, if I'm the boy, it goes to my mom's side family. If I'm a girl, it goes to the father's side family. That's the very first law of the opposite attraction. It's the theory, if you study in Thai psychology, you get a PhD, you never get a why electric complex and Oedipus complex puzzle Freud and what says the whole psychology world. It's because the conception. If the father ejaculated first, soul becomes the girl. If the mom had an orgasm first, the soul becomes the boy. And you spend entire life looking for the opposite attractions. And until you knock the conception gate, there's no freedom. So that's why my work, I have to confess in front of Dr. Steve, okay? Since the day I'm doing the real work, I help people go to the moment before they were conceived. That's the love. Before, because majority of the time, nobody in our family, our parents, our mom and dad had the total double unions, multiple orgasms. You have a double union and multiple orgasm, they have a tantric work. They are giving birth to themselves. So in order for us to conceive, some parts of the body is vacant of absent of love. It's also because those people are present in our own body. So now slowly, one by one, we have to ask them to leave the body. That's the spiritual work. So we can own entire 15 sections and the 3 floors. Basement, the first floor upstairs. We own all 3 floors and the 12 rooms. So in order to do so, the second assignment, which from the Dean Hardy, was so dear to me for the last 6 years, which is the beginning of work. I never attended conference after because I finished the work, okay? Is that now we do a dowsing. Is my soul contract to work on my father's side of the bloodline or mom's side's bloodline? Do a dowsing right now. That's our soul's work.
That's the second number?
No, that